There's one word I think we can use to sum up this movie.
His family.
That's right, family. What is good, YouTube family? It's your boy Sean. We are back again. Got another video for y'all. Yo, Blue Beetle movie review. Was this movie good? Well, I'm gonna do non-spoiler for anybody who wants to see it, because I will recommend this movie. I think most people would enjoy it. It just depends on the type of person you are, okay? So I'm gonna get into the nitty gritty, non-spoiler, okay? So, I don't know, it depends on how you look at it. I'm gonna talk about the movie a little bit. You don't wanna hear nothing, you already know what to do. Thumbs up and bounce, you know what I'm saying? But look, the movie is basically, if you've seen the trailer, a kid gets a mysterious beetle from like outer space or something, and it attaches itself to his spine, and and stuff starts happening. Weird stuff starts happening to him. So the whole thing about this movie is like, you expect superhero movies these days to have a couple things in them, like some sort of comedy that's become a staple of superhero movies, like for better or for worse, and a lot of action, right? So they went really freaking ham on the comedy in the movie. Really ham. So some people are not gonna like that. I enjoyed it, but they definitely had a trade-off. There wasn't that much action in the movie. So the comedy was like, to me, it was like kind of gold. At first, like the sister was kind of like, she's a little much, but she kind of grew on me as the movie progressed. You know what I'm saying? They actually felt like family. You know what I'm saying? Like the homie Dom says, so you definitely felt the vibe. You felt the love in the family and the connection in the movie. I felt like it felt genuine. They had George Lopez up in here. He was acting crazy. At first, I was like, who is this cat? Like, why is he so funny? Apparently, it was George Lopez. He played the crazy, kooky uncle, and he was great. He was probably maybe the best character in the movie, maybe the most interesting and funny guy in the movie. They managed to make pretty much every character have a decent purpose. They weren't like developed or anything, but they made them have a decent purpose. Everybody did something. There was nobody who kind of was like totally sidelined and didn't have nothing to do. Everybody had a purpose in the movie. It had some serious moments, a lot of comedic moments, of course. And the comedic moments was gold. To me, I thought it was all hilarious. So I definitely enjoyed the comedy. Great movie for like families and people with like, especially small children and stuff like that. Or if you just have like a sense of humor and you just want to go and just be entertained and just laugh. This movie's it. It definitely has that fun factor. If it comes on the TV, you're probably not gonna turn the channel like, oh, Blue Beetle. Nah, you're probably gonna watch it. The movie is fun, a fun movie to watch. Even watching it over again, I think it'll be a fun movie to watch. But was it up there with like the whole, the Marvel type movies? Not really. For those of y'all who saw like Ant-Man 2, Ant-Man 2 is like my least favorite Marvel movie, I think. And cause to me that movie's garbage. But like that movie to me was probably like, I'm trying to think what was better, this or I feel like this was probably a little bit better than that. Like, so if y'all need the benchmark to go off of, like if you really like Ant-Man 2, then you probably, in my opinion, your movie standard is kind of low, so you probably enjoy this movie. I'm trying to think, like, they didn't really get much into detail about what the Blue Beetle actually was. So it's titled after that, but you really don't finish the movie like learning a whole lot about the Beetle. That was kind of disappointing. It's like basically the amount of information you begin with, you pretty much end with the same amount. It's like a teeny tiny bit that they reveal, but not really that much. If anything, there's like some post-credit stuff, and there's like more stuff in that. And I kind of feel like there's a lot of missed opportunity. I feel like the stuff that they're hinting at, like, cause I really don't think this movie's gonna get a sequel, so they probably should have just tried to cram it into this movie. And I feel like it probably would have been better, because there's really like very little depth to the movie. So they did a good job establishing the family and the love and the comedy, and the action scenes were like decent. They were entertaining, but they weren't like great. You know what I mean? Like there was like one moment where I was like, ooh, like it was like a hard hit, and I was, there was like maybe one or two like that, but it wasn't nothing like really crazy. Like certainly not no Captain America or Iron Man, like where you for whatever reason actually feel like, man, it's a good guy gonna lose. Like you don't feel like nothing like that's gonna happen. You're pretty certain of his victory for the entire way through. You know, Blue Beetle's gonna, you know, be on top at the end, right? So I think that they should have done better with the story. There's no like big, huge thing. It doesn't always have to be this big, huge thing like the whole world's gonna end or something. It's certainly nothing like that, but the stakes felt so low. It was pretty much like I guess they said that the main villain could make like, you know, an army of Blue Beetles, something similar, akin to that. Like, so they could make some really powerful super army. But at this stage, we are talking about DC Universe. I mean, for crying out loud, like y'all dealt with people like Zod in the past who like literally came to destroy the planet. So I feel like maybe you could do a little bit better than army of Blue Beetles. Maybe possibly being a thing if the bad guy antagonist were to win. I think they probably could do a little bit better than that. So, villain's not very strong. I feel like it's just an okay movie. It's an entertaining movie. It's funny. It had its beginning, middle, and end. You know, the climax was okay. It was pretty much like very cookie cutter. You know, very standard. Nothing out of the ordinary, really crazy. No crazy, awesome special effects. They weren't bad, so when people, like I saw there was like a 3. Somebody gave this movie a 3 GameSpot, I think. I feel like they're kind of tripping. Like, the movie is not like god awful. Like, the acting's not terrible. Like, the acting was okay. It just wasn't great, right? So, I feel like everything about the movie is kind of like somewhere around between mediocre and good. If the good is here, and mediocre's here, the movie's like right here. So I give this movie 6 out of 10. It's not bad. It's not great. It's just kind of okay. It's like pretty good. I would actually say it's good. I enjoyed the movie, and I wouldn't go see it again in theaters, but you know, if I happen to see it on somewhere on TV or something, or if I'm really, really bored, then I'll definitely watch it again. It's not a bad movie at all. Like, don't listen to people who say like it's like the most awful thing they've ever seen like in their life or anything. Definitely not like that. I feel like the story in it made more sense than the Flash story. Even though the Flash movie had way better action, I think that I probably gave that like a 7. I feel like that's where I'm at now. I'm pretty sure I gave that a 6. It was a 6 or 7. I can't remember. But I feel like this wasn't as good as that. So if you like really hated the Flash, then you're probably not gonna like this movie. That means your movie standards are maybe in terms of superhero movies a little bit higher than mine, right? So some people like just hate like all of them, whereas me, I like most of them. But there's a couple where I'm just like, bro, this is too much for me. And I feel like this was kind of along those lines, not really necessary. No telling if they're gonna be able to tie it in with anything else. Seemed like they tried to do sequel bait, and the stuff they sequel baited should have been in this movie. So 6 out of 10 is my score. Trying to think. I mean, the music is okay, nothing really great. You know, just that's where I'm at. So let me know what y'all think. Let me know if you agree. If you do, thumbs up. If not, thumbs up anyway, man. You made it this far, mine as well. Help me out with the algorithm. I appreciate y'all. Subscribe if you're new. Primarily a gaming channel, so there's gonna be gaming stuff on this channel. Lots more gaming stuff. So, but I do movie reviews too. I like seeing movies. Figure why not make content for it. So, you know, y'all, we out. It's late. I'm about to go to bed. I'll catch y'all next time. Thanks for watching. Peace.